It's with great pleasure to enter in your house at the moment. We are now back to the teaching number 4 for today. I glorify, beloved Father YAHVAH, for the beginning of these words. I greet Father YAHVAH, and I greet YAHOSHUAH personally as well. So I mention YAHOSHUAH's grace for you who are following at home. I wish you, YAHOSHUAH bless you at the beginning of this world and teaching as well. So I greet you again for you who are following at home. Myself, the ambassador of YAHOSHUAH, Elia, enters in your home now. The number of the teaching today is the number 4. So I believe that you are already listening and following the teaching now for this title. Only Israelite prophet must be listened and also followed, said the God of Abraham. The others are fake because it is obvious, the law is obvious. So when we have watched the teaching number 2 and 3, we have seen that all humans have done bad things. They have created fake gods. They have called fake gods, and the result of that is a bad thing. And you run after a woman, and you don't know how can you get rid of that, because that is already your life. You were already following that. So how can you escape that? So here we saw that those who call God who is not YAHVAH, they are all fake, because the God of Abraham, when it is called, it is already in minus 2,000 years, and it's not your book nor the Bible in your hands, which changes the name that you're gonna say that yours is the truth, because the proof is his name, and if you have changed that, and it's already a nuclear bomb risk, that proof that the end is upon us, and the problem cannot be solved anymore, because the problem is already poured to the entire world. So there is nothing to do anymore. That is it. We're just waiting for its end. And there is no hope anymore, but waiting for the end of the story. Yes, that is the truth. So we are going to still look at a continuation of the words. We are going to take a look at from the words of Moshe. It is reserved for the children of Israel, not for other nations, but only for the children of Israel. Let's read that passage, because we're going to read the decrees, command, because the Ten Commandments in the law of Moshe, when there is a word coming out of the words of Moshe, it is made for the children of Israel. So let's take a look at that passage, Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 15, about a prophet. So what kind of prophet must be listened? Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 18. Chapter 18, verse 15 and 18, and it's from the verse 15, 18 and 19. YAHVAH, your God, will rise up for you a prophet like me from among you, from your fellow Israelite. You must listen to him. So here the words of God says that what kind of prophet must be listened, and where that prophet comes from. It is a prophet from among you. That means from Israel, from your fellow Israelite. It's a fellow Israelite of Moshe. So this fellow is a Israelite, because they have been given the law, according to what I said. This law, 10 commandments and the law of commandments, is given to children of Israel. And this is the commands of Father YAHVAH, which is been given to them, the children of Israel. So let's emphasize that in the verse 18. I will rise up for them a prophet like you from among their fellow Israelites. I will put my words in his mouth. So there is a word that God will put a words in their mouths. He will tell them everything I command him. So these prophets will tell the commands of Father YAHVAH to Israelians. I myself will call to account anyone who does not listen to my words that the prophet speaks in my name. So whoever doesn't listen to the prophet that Father YAHVAH sent them, would be judged by God. So it's dangerous to be judged by that God while you are living. That is a danger to death. So what is being talked here? I will rise up for them a prophet like you from among their fellow Israelites, like you. So who are their fellow? Because some say that these fellow Israelites are someone else. But the God of Abraham gave a command that this command from God is only made for the children of Israel, not given to other nations. So here then, the fellow Israelite, it's only Israeli people, so it's the fellow of Moshe. It's like a brothers, so it's between brothers. So it's from 1920. He has revealed his word to a fellow Israelite from you, like me. So it's from Israelian, because this word is made for Israelian, not for the other nations. And verse 20 emphasize that, justify that. He has done this for no other nations. So other nations cannot get into the Ten Commandments and the law of Moshe. They cannot enter in. So with that thing then, with that words, so the other nations are rejected. They cannot be. You cannot be prophet. You cannot make a volunteer like I will be a prophet of Father YAHVAH, the God of Abraham, because the God of Abraham really said that the Ten Commandments and the law of Moshe is not given to you, and it's not you who's going to get into the fact to be an Israeli prophet, but the one who can be in the prophet Israelian, being with the God of Abraham. Moshe has given command according to the law of the God of Abraham, saying the Ten Commandments, it is not given to you other nations. So with that, you other nations cannot get into that. For you who are listening to that, you cannot get in that. Of the prophet of God of Abraham. However, chapter 19, verse 3, it's a proof that listening to the Ten Commandments and the law of Moshe is only reserved for Israelian, which is preached by Moshe or Moise or Musa for Muslims. So this is written. Then Moses went up to God, Exodus 19, 3-5. And YAHVAH called to him from the mountain and said, this is what you are to say to the descendant of Jacob, and what you are to tell to the people of Israel. So it is said that it is made for the descendants, the Ten Commandments and the law of Moshe is for the descendants of Jacob and Israel. You yourself have seen what I did to Egypt, and how I carried you on eagle's wings and brought you to myself. Now if you obey me fully and keep my covenant, then out of all nations you will be my treasured possession, although the whole earth is mine. So here then, it is said, keep my covenant then. But the one who keep my covenant is emphasized clearly that only for the people of Israel, not for the other nations. It is not made for the other nations, but only for the children of Israel. So these words then, it tells us clearly that it is forbidden for the other nations to enter in. It's forbidden for the other nation to get into it, especially about that prophet thing. And you cannot enter to be a prophet of the God of Abraham if you are not an Israelite. That is a law of the God of Abraham through Moshe, who has met him and was get along with him. So the God of Moshe, who is also the God of Abraham, said that the other nation cannot get into it. So American, English, French, African, Arabs, Chinese, Australian, whoever cannot be a prophet, but only Israelian only can be prophet according to the God of Abraham. So it's here then, it's in the point, at that point, it's clear that if it's not an Israeli prophet, it's wrong. So you think about what is who is your prophet? Think ahead. Each one think about that. But the law is clear. If it's not in Israel, it's fake. And that is the law. And you cannot go against that, because it's the God of Abraham himself who gave that command and law. So If it's another prophet Israelian that you are following, you are wrong. And you are sinners, you are lawbreaker, and you are the one that the Father YAHVAH's anger will strike on, because he never listened to sinners. That means that you were in a wrong address. That means that you were deceived. That is so straightforward, that word. That word is so straightforward. We have seen that together.